Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Nice move at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. Spinning again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Second down now after the incompletion. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way.
Philip Dorsett by himself. The 40, the 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 96 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go again with Rawls. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down, this is Rawls. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge.
Baby.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Michael. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
KJ Wright just keeps getting better at outside linebacker. Long, lengthy guy, can rush the passer, can drop into coverage. Has great agility, though, to stay on his feet and make tackles, too.
And still has years ahead of him. Turned 27 in July, native of Olive Branch, Mississippi. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, it's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Luck now on second down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, Luck. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Wilson on second down. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down, Rawls. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that. Because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On second down, Wilson buying time to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with a power back, Rawls. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Third and long, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Walsh is going to miss this one. That is no good for Walsh. Wide off to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Love. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A shotgun snap for Love. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Wilson to give to Rawls. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now it's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Barkevious Mingo. In there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson operating from the gun. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 48-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second down is Locke. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Wilson now to throw on second down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On third down, here's Lacey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Staying on the ground with Mack, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try the air now with Locke, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To the air again, Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Led the NFL with 1,448 yards in 2016. The first Colt to do so since Reggie Wayne in 2007. How about this guy? He's been something.
Yeah, 4 straight years now over 1,000 and 3 straight Pro Bowls for T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, what I love about him, inside, outside, he can work it all.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Love. And this is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. A swing pass caught, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Wilson going to give the rolls. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 50, check 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Flush to his pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Henry Anderson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back.